Hi, in this video we are going to talk about automatic speech recognition system. This video is part of a multi-part series. In the future video we will be going through hands-on code to develop an automatic speech recognition system using Python. So let's get started. What is an automatic speech recognition system, or ASR as it is abbreviated? Now ASR is a technology that converts spoken words into text. Now, if you take a typical Alexa or a Google Home personal assistant devices that we have, when you say like, okay, what is the weather in your city? The underlying models that are built need to understand what a human has spoken in a more readable text way or machine readable way. And ASR is a system that takes an audio signal. It basically converts your speech spectrograms into text transcript. So a downstream system can understand it, better interpret it, and take action on it. So what internally an ASR does is it uses an neural network based system to accomplish this task. Today, the state of the system is based on an end-to-end deep learning framework. And if you see the older system, basically they had multiple complex pipelines to achieve this task. It had like an AV future engineering pipeline. It had an acoustic model. It had basically input futures derived for a specific domain, and it had hidden Markov models to accomplish this end-to-end task. But today, you have models that can do end-to-end using a single deep learning framework. Now, what is the application of it, right? Like once you have your speech converted to text, what you can do is you can build your NLP models. So coming back to my example, when I said, what is the weather in my city? My NLP model, I can build an intent classifier that says, okay, knowing the weather is my intent. And maybe I told a city name, say like India or Chennai. And Chennai is basically the city name for which I want the weather. Or it can be London is a city name for which I want the weather. I can also use to build other contextual models to understand more like what my customer is looking at so that I can answer my customer better. I can build a sentiment model to understand the sentiment of that particular customer when he's speaking on an audio. And I can reply back to the customer and build an end-to-end conversational system using text to speech. So I have an audio signal coming in, I understand the intent, I understand the sentiment, and I kind of respond it back to the customer in a more natural voice way, right? That's what your end-to-end typical ASR system or conversational AI system you typically do. Not only that, along with the voice signal as well, you can do a lot of analysis. You can do tonal analysis to understand where the customer is agitated or customer is angry. You can do voice biometrics. Basically, there are a lot of systems across the world where a user is authenticated based on their voice. Your voice ID, something is kind of a embedding you can capture out of the voice and use it to authenticate your customers into the system, rather asking them a password or security questions. You have speaker diarization. So speaker diarization on the other hand is a process of partitioning an input audio stream into homogeneous segment according to speaker identity. So think an audio file where you have multiple speakers speaking in, and you want to know like who is the speaker 1, who is the speaker 2, speaker 3. So you can use speaker diarization to split out the audio signals by speaker, and also use it further with your speaker recognition system to authenticate the speaker or know the actual identity of the speaker. So there are a lot of use cases both on voice data as well as the final transcribed text data. Now, how does a typical ASR works, right? So as I said, an automated speech recognition system, nothing but it takes a audio data in, it splits out a text data. And in this process, there are two key modules. One is the acoustic model, second is the language model. Now, the audio data, the end goal is for the audio data to be made machine readable, right? So it goes through an acoustic model, it goes to a language model, and you get a text data out. The acoustic model determines the relationship between an audio signal and phonetic unit in a language. If you take English as 44 phonetic units, right? So what it's going to do is, as your audio is coming in, it's going to derive those relationship based on your audio waveform signals into phonetic units. Now, while the language model, what it does is it matches the sound to words and word sequences. Now, why do we need a language model and acoustic model? I'll talk about it. Basically, when we talk to acoustic model, you'll still get a converted text but the text may not be perfect. Now, what a language model does, it assume it like a quick neural network based search of the right word. It ranks the word according to incoming sequence, and then it picks the word based on most probability that can come in that particular sentence. So that's where we have an acoustic model and a language model. Now, this is an example, right? When I say, are there chocolate donut in stock? Say you're going to an shop which sells donuts, and you're asking, are there chocolate donut in stock? You're basically using your voice command. The acoustic model may come like this: are there chocolate donut in stock? It may not be perfect, right? Now, what the language model does, it goes through a network which will take the text and then give the probable words for each of it based on the context of the entire sentence, and maybe you'll get the right word, are the chocolate donut in stock, right? So that's why you have a language model and a acoustic model. Now, today, if you see, a lot of state of our system are running in the cloud where you have word error rate. Word error rates typically measure like how much error does your transcription or speech to text conversion makes. You have less than 5% word error rate, or even less than that today, that are running in the cloud system. And it's not that like one model can solve all the purpose. Your language based model, your like accent based model, because an UK English may be different from US English, and Indian English may be different from US English. So you have like data trained on huge corpus. Both this acoustic model and the language model have been trained on huge corpus of text and available as cloud services. There are a lot of open source frameworks as well. We are going to see open source frameworks as well as some of the cloud framework in next few set of videos. And now, where is it used? If you take typically your home assistants, right? These are internally nothing but you're running some ASR model to determine what is the user asking for. When you say, hey Google, what is the temperature inside, right? Basically, your Nest device is connected within your home, or you're telling your Nest devices to switch on the lights. Basically, it's trying to understand the intent, right? So it goes to an ASR system. And finally, it has some intent recognition where it tells, okay, it's like this asking for temperature inside the house. Similarly, you can ask Alexa, what is the news for the day, right? Or it can be Siri, or it can be any device that are there. Not only the home assistant, even business assistant. A lot of business are going voice friendly today. Voice is one other channel. There are a lot of focus, not only your typical web channel or chat channel. So when somebody says, what is my account balance? You want to answer in a more conversational way. Or you want to say in your reports, can you show sales by country, rather than me dragging and dropping and generating bar charts or any other charts. Maybe I want to be more voice oriented and conversational, and that's where like you can say, you can just talk, can you show sales by country, or how is my current campaign doing? So there are plenty of use cases in both the business and your typical day-to-day life, and we have been using voice system for quite some time now with the advancement in accuracy in the speech recognition and all. You can build a conversational AI system using an ASR. You can have voice-based question answering system. You can have voice identification system. You can have voice-activated BKBI and many more. So we will try to go through bits and parts of this particular system, how to build it. And finally, we will have a mini project where we kind of get it all together, and then we build a end-to-end conversational system. Thank you very much.